Sunday, October 20th. 44,500 people streamed into Edison Field to be witness to the second game of the 2002 World Series. The Angels sent 34-year-old veteran Kevin Appier to the mound. The Giants countered with a 28-year-old right-hander, Russ Ortiz. The Giants made a small change in their starting lineup, replacing Tsuyoshi Shinjo with Sean Dunston as the designated hitter. The game started just before 4 p.m. Angel Hernandez was the home plate umpire, Tim Shida was at first, Mike Winters at second, Mike Riley at third, Tim McClelland and Jerry Crawford monitoring the outfield. Kevin Appier retired the side in the order in the top of the first. Russ Ortiz would not be so lucky. David Eckstein singled to right and Darren Erstad knocked him in with a line drive double to center. Tim Salmon and Garrett Anderson hit two more singles, the last one knocking in Erstad for the second run of the game while advancing Salmon to second. Troy Glaus flew out to center for a long-awaited first out, and Glaus advanced to third. Brad Fulmer then hit a ball to shallow center, and Kenny Lofton failed to catch it. Salmon scored and Anderson advanced to third. Scott Spezio singled to short right, knocking in Anderson and advancing Fulmer all the way to third. With the runners out in the corners, Russ Ortiz fell victim to a successful double steal, with Fulmer scoring the fifth run of the game. Benji Molina and Adam Kennedy would be summarily retired, but the Giants suddenly found themselves in a 5-run hole. In the top of the second, it was Appier's turn to get a thrashing. He led off the inning by walking Bonds on a full count. He then gave up a one-out single to J.T. Snow and put the runners on the corners. The next batter, Reggie Sanders, hit the ball over the wall for a 3-run homer. The next batter, David Bell, followed suit, hitting a 3-2 pitch over the left field wall for a second homer. Appier gave up a 2-out single to Kenny Lofton, but got out of the inning without further damage. The Giants just cut their deficit to 1 run. Russ Ortiz continued his struggles in the bottom of the second. David Eckstein bunted his way on base. One batter later, Tim Salmon hit another home run. Then, with 2 outs, Troy Glaus doubled deep to center, just over the head of Kenny Lofton. Dusty Baker has had enough and pulled Ortiz, bringing in Chad Zerbe instead. Glaus managed to advance to third on a pass ball by Santiago, but Fulmer grounded out to first. Angels now led by 3 runs. The slugfest continued in the top of the third. Jeff Kent hit a home run on Appier's second pitch. Bonds then walked on 4 pitches. It was Appier's turn to hit the showers as he was replaced by rookie John Lackey. Benito Santiago hit Lackey's second pitch straight to Eckstein, who then managed to double off Bonds at first. J.T. Snow flew out to center. Things were quiet until the 5th inning. Rich Aurelia hit a pop fly to shallow right center and stretched it into a double. Lackey struck out Jeff Kent but then walked Bonds intentionally. Scioscia then replaced Lackey with Ben Weber. Weber proceeded to give up a single to Santiago to load the bases. J.T. Snow then hit a seeing-eye single between first and second to knock on Aurelia and Bonds. The score was tied. With 2 outs, Weber gave up singles to David Bell and Sean Dunston. By the time the frame ended, the Giants took a 9-7 lead. Zerbe struggled in the 5th as well. Troy Glaus and Brad Fulmer hit back-to-back singles to start off the inning. With runners on the corners, Scott Spezio flew out to left, and Glaus scored on a sacrifice. Benji Molina grounded out into a double play, and the Giants managed to hold on to the 1-run lead. But the Angels kept chipping away. In the 6th inning, Chad Zerbe gave up a 2-out double to Darren Erstad. Jay Witasick replaced him, but promptly walked Tim Salmon. Dusty Baker went to the bullpen again, bringing in Aaron Foltz. Garrett Anderson hit the ball to right, scoring Erstad. Salmon was thrown out at third, and the inning was over. The score was once again tied. With their bullpens having little success containing the opposing team's offense, the Angels turned to the rookie Francisco Rodriguez. The Giants brought in Felix Rodriguez. Both pitchers were effective until the 8th inning. With 2 outs and David Eckstein on first, Felix Rodriguez faced Tim Salmon. Angels broke the tie, leading 11-9. In the top of the ninth, the Angels brought in their reliable closer, Troy Percival. Rich O'Reilly and Jeff Kent both flew out to left. With 2 outs, the Angels decided to challenge Barry Bonds. The score was now 10-11, but that's as close as the Giants would get. Benito Santiago popped out to Adam Kennedy, and the 21-run slugfest was over. Whatever both teams lacked in pitching, they made up for in hitting. A total of 11 pitchers were used in this game. Of these, the most successful one was Francisco Rodriguez, who allowed no hits and struck out 4 in 3 innings of work. There was 6 home runs hit in the game, 28 total base hits. The series was now tied 1 game apiece.